Today, cameras are part of our everyday lives, but aside from that, these devices are also capturing things from another world, terrifying ghosts and bizarre creatures. Join me today as we dive into scary things caught on camera. A group of teenagers decided to explore an abandoned building, but while filming the outside, they caught something horrifying on the roof. What on earth is that? It doesn't look like a normal person. The figure is pale, with glowing eyes, and seems to be unclothed, resembling the legendary skinwalkers you might have seen online. Its arms are longer than usual, and its movements are downright creepy. After witnessing this, they entered the building but found nothing. However, on their way out, they got another surprise. I bet they're never going back there again. This music producer, Alex Losa, claims he was alone in the studio building when he heard strange noises coming from the bathroom and decided to film. Spooked by the banging sounds, he recorded every stall. As you saw, no one was there. So where did those noises come from? What neither he nor you may have noticed is that seconds before he showed one of the stalls, a face appeared through the crack in the door. For just a split second, Alex only realized the eerie presence when showing the video to others in the studio, but to this day he hasn't found an explanation for the creepy figure in the bathroom. Absolutely bizarre. Imagine being home alone and seeing something in the dark that definitely shouldn't be there. That's what happened to these three siblings. They called their mother after hearing a loud thud downstairs. They locked themselves in a room, and after hearing more noises, they called the police. The officers searched the entire house but found nothing out of place. With no signs of a break-in, the police left, but when the siblings reviewed a video they recorded before the police arrived, they noticed something chilling. Did you catch it? It's faint, but someone seems to be moving silently across the mezzanine. When they paused the video, they saw a man's face, but they have no idea who it was. The family concluded that the floating head must be a ghost, since no other explanation made sense. Around 3 in the morning, someone took their friend to the hospital due to an accident. While waiting in an empty room, they saw something so bizarre they started recording. Dude, what the heck? Shadows are moving across the wall, even though no one's there. How do you explain shadows moving when no one is standing in front of the light source? This mystery has many people convinced these are the spirits of former patients who never made it out alive. But what do you think? Sometimes ghosts are closer than we think. A group of friends explored an abandoned amusement park. They climbed up an old slide but came face to face with a dark figure standing right in front of them. The fear was so intense that one of them refused to go down the slide, especially since that thing started climbing up after him. They managed to get a closer shot of the figure, and it's straight up terrifying. No one knows exactly where this video was filmed, but some believe strange people might be living among the abandoned rides. Now, I'm not sure what's scarier, a flesh and blood psycho or something paranormal, but one thing's for sure, it's nothing good. While visiting the city of Cochabamba, Bolivia, a tourist caught something bizarre flying over one of the famous Christ statues in the area. When you slow down the footage, you can clearly spot an unidentified flying object hovering pretty close to the statue. Then just a few seconds later, it zips away at an absolutely insane speed. Did this tourist accidentally capture a genuine unidentified flying object without even realizing it? Something eerily similar happened in the United States. A local resident noticed strange lights flashing in the sky, and no, they weren't lightning. Despite the overcast skies, you can make out these circular lights blinking, almost as if there were multiple flying objects. Or maybe just one gigantic triangle-shaped craft. In both of these cases, there's still no official explanation for what these mysterious things were, but a lot of people genuinely believe they're alien ships. What do you think? An American guy named Ed was chilling in a parking lot when he noticed something that made zero sense. Reflections in the store windows clearly showed an orange car. But when he looked around, there was no sign of that car in the parking lot. It was like a straight up glitch in reality. The ghost car? A bright orange Corvette C8. Not exactly easy to miss, but weirdly, it just wasn't there to be reflected. After the video blew up online, Ed decided to revisit the spot to see if the car might have been inside the store, or maybe some kind of decal on the window. But nope. None of those theories panned out. There was nothing even close to that. Creepy, right? Could this be proof that we're all living in some sort of simulation? Makes you wonder. When this couple moved into their new apartment, they started experiencing some seriously creepy stuff. Desperate to prove they weren't going crazy, they set up cameras to document the strange happenings. After a bunch of weird, unexplainable events, they heard strange noises coming from another room. They decided to investigate, camera in hand, and what they found was absolutely terrifying. Dude, in the pitch black hallway, the guy sees a shadowy figure moving. The second he flips on the lights, poof, it's gone. That was the last straw. They canceled their lease and got the heck out of there. Can you blame them? Living a peaceful life in that place was impossible. But what happened to the tenant before them? Makes you think twice about moving into a new place. This security footage shows a tattoo artist getting ready to start her work when out of nowhere. The thing is, she wasn't even touching the table, but there it goes, shifting on its own. Both she and her client start nervously glancing around. Then things get even creepier. The client, who looked skeptical at first, witnesses it firsthand, and judging by her reaction, I'd bet good money she didn't stick around to finish that tattoo. Would you? In this next clip, a paranormal investigator was exploring an abandoned building when he stumbled upon something downright disturbing. Dude, what the heck is that? It kind of looks like a dog, but its neck stretches in this freaky, unnatural way. He gets closer and realizes it's just a doll, but that only makes it worse, because it was moving just seconds before. That's enough for him to nope right out of there. Seriously, has anyone ever seen a toy this creepy? Or maybe the previous owner taxidermied their pet and trapped its spirit inside. Whatever the case, they left that thing behind when they moved out. And they probably had a really good reason. This family was enjoying a backyard barbecue when they started singing to get their dog to do his party trick, dancing. But as soon as the pup starts grooving, things get weird. The dog's movements look like they're being controlled by something invisible. Its paws and body twist in this super unnatural way, almost like it's a marionette. But who's pulling the strings? Sure, dogs can learn some impressive tricks, but this poodle? It doesn't look like it's moving on its own. Is it just a clever trick, or are we seeing a ghostly presence at work? A security camera in the Dominican Republic captured footage of a woman walking alone in the dead of night. But when you take a closer look, she doesn't seem to have a face. The security guards who first saw the footage were terrified, immediately thinking of a local legend called La Chiguapa. According to folklore, La Chiguapa is a woman dressed in white who appears beautiful to some and terrifying to others. In this case, her face is invisible. Maybe because there were no victims nearby to lure in. But there's another eerie detail, her feet. They're weird, almost backward, adding to the theory that this could be something supernatural. Could this faceless figure really be La Chiguapa? Or is it something else entirely? Either way, I wouldn't want to cross paths with her in the middle of the night. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.